Plaintiff Rahima Bilali brought her son to court today because she's desperate for help. Rahima says she raised her son as a single mother and she tried to give him everything she could. But instead, he turned to a life of crime and drugs. Rahima is suing her son because after she refused to take him on a drug run, he got angry and damaged her car. Defendant Omari admits he's been to jail multiple times because he was stealing to support his drug habit. Omari claims he got mixed up with the wrong crowd, and he's basically given up on himself.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge, Greg Mathis, presiding. You may now be seated.
Tell me what's happening.
Your Honor, I'm here today suing my son Omari, but it isn't for the money. I've been dealing with him as a single mom my whole life, and I'm worried about him still. I love him. I want to see him do well in life, and I've done everything I can do. This is the last step before
What has been going on with his life?
He started out as a great kid. He was a very good gymnast. He's a very talented young man, and the things started going downhill.
What grade?
When he was in junior high. He did not do well academically. He didn't enjoy being there. He didn't socially have any friends in school.
Did you get him any help?
I did, and it was determined that he had ADD. We really didn't realize that until high school.
Had he given up on himself by then?
I believe so, Your Honor. I believe that he has a lot of anger towards his faceless father, so to speak. He doesn't have a father, and it would make him very depressed about it.
Okay.
And I think it.
And that happens.
Okay. So basically, in junior high, things really went downhill very quickly. He started to not go to school. He would be suspended. Mm-hmm. So it just didn't help the problem. So, and then he started turning to other elements in the community, like negative elements. He would hang out with the wrong crowds. Mm-hmm. He got introduced to drugs.
Other people who weren't educationally motivated.
Exactly.
And gave up on the education system, perhaps because they had a learning disorder and felt shame to sit in a classroom where everybody else was capable. So what's he gonna do? If he drops out of school, he's not gonna do anything else but become a thug or hang with the thugs. And now tell me, did he become involved in criminal activity?
He dropped out of school, and his first run-in with criminal activity was at age 16. And I want to preface, I know this, and I said there's other ways for you to learn, and this is not, and you don't need to do this. So he didn't want to change, though. He wasn't trying himself. I couldn't do it for him.
Because he was successful by that time.
Right. He
was successful. And nobody looked down on him.
Right.
In fact, if he was a good criminal, they looked up at him. They say, "You're the man." Feels so good for himself. I don't need school, I'm the man. What I'm gonna go back to school for and get embarrassed? So no, he wasn't going back to that.
Right.
So, what happened then?
Well, he got out of his first run-in with the law and actually came out worse.
Went in as a young man.
Yeah.
Who
naive.
Naive, came out sicker and slicker than he was.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
And more interested in the drug life than the whole culture.
So then what happened? He come out of jail. How many times has he been to jail? Let's just kind of move this forward.
Okay, it's probably been, maybe
that many?
I'd say about seven or eight times.
Was it for drugs, selling drugs? Or?
No, it was for stealing to support the habit.
What type of habit?
Crack habit, anything.
All right. That's called self-medicating.
Exactly.
That was the medicine that addressed his disorder.
Yes, sir.
And so he's probably continued on.
Yes,
and
sir.
Young man, you tell me about yourself, and then we're going to get to the car damages. Tell me about yourself.
It's true what she's saying, and I just have a lot of anger in me and just stopped caring and resorted to drugs and hanging around the wrong people, couldn't find a job, trying to make fast money, and just going back and forth to jail, just giving up on myself, and just I need help, I need guidance. I don't have any guidance. And
don't you think you might need something to help you deal with your lack of ability to focus, because that's what attention deficit is. Not only can you not focus, but you into something all the time.
Yes, sir.
In college and law school, I'd sit there, and the lecturer, you got a professor lecturing 300 people. Man, I couldn't listen to that for nothing in the world. I'd be so antsy, and I'd have a magazine on this side. I'd have my notepad on this side, and I'd have the law book over there. So when the professor was talking, I could read the magazine, and I could write down notes that the professor is saying, because that's what folks with attention deficit can do. You can't just sit still and listen to some boring lecture. So when I got in college, oh no, I ain't gonna be able to do this. Then I found a system that allowed me to. I started multitasking in class, because my mind allows me to manage. See, I'm thinking about what Doyle is going to do when he gets off work, and whether he's going to pay me my money when he goes to the bank. Right as I talk to you, and right as I think about all the things you've done to your mother.
Yes, sir.
You follow me? And about this car we're about to get to. I'm thinking about all of that at one time. And so that's the good news, that me and you had the same situation.
Yes, sir.
Are you addicted to drugs?
I'd say so, yes.
All right. So I'm glad to hear all this, because you're telling me things that you can address, and you can only address them if you admit them. Let's get to the car damage real quick.
Yes, sir. Well, it was just a day running errands. He was with me. He wanted to make a stop in the crack neighborhood. I said no, and he got violent. That's basically what happened. He stepped out of my car with me. He stepped. He got out the car and kicked in my door. He's taken the car several times without my permission and caused some damage. And it's just. I'm scared for my life because he gets that angry.
Let me see your estimate. Now, you don't have to explain to me. Hey, I'm sure he's victimized you with criminal behavior before.
Yeah.
Like what? Just tell me real quickly as he comes up.
Well, he's stolen from his brother. He's gotten into fights with him and had him put in jail. He's done so much, I can't even begin.
Come on up, sir. You wanted to say something.
Yes,
State your name.
My name's Dennis O'Neill, and this is my son, Kobe O'Neill. And I fathered Omari when he was 3 up until about 3 years, and then Rahima and I kind of split up. So I basically took Kobe, and Rahima watched Omari, and we tried to intermesh as much as we could. But as far as right now, I remember them telling me when you did taking about getting help with the ADD, they did get a prescription for him, and he sold it for crack.
So on the street is
not
a
very talented individual here, just going down the drain. And
what you want to say, young man?
I take my Adderall, all of that. I need that. If I don't have that, then I'll start doing other drugs.
Right.
I
you
wouldn't sell
did
that.
damage your mom's car, as she says?
Yes, I did.
All right. I'm going to order you to pay for that. I'm not going to be able to grant you emotional distress, because every parent, they have some type of problem at some point. No child is perfect, so some parent suffers emotional distress at some point, including myself. So I'm going to order you to inpatient treatment for your drug addiction. I think yours is pretty intense.
Yes.
Then I'm going to order within a year that you either obtain a GED or you enroll in some type of training program or skilled trade program. So you have a year to get yourself on track. So
thank you.
You remember signing a arbitration agreement, right? Saying that you will abide by my decision, right?
Yes.
I will abide by what Judge Mathis says. If he says I owe my mother, I'll pay it. Whatever the judge says, I have to abide by it when he sentences me. That's what you meant sign. You got me?
Yes.
So you have to take care of that. All right, I'm gonna look for you. And we're gonna have you come back and see where you're at. Good luck to you. Thanks
And I never really had a good relationship with my brother, but now I feel like we can never ever be close, especially if he continues what he's doing.
I don't have, I guess he's right, whatever he said.
Well, Omari, I love you, and I'm here because I want to teach you to be responsible for the choices that you're making in your life, and to know that you can still turn it around. And you met the judge, and you see right there that it can happen.